Married at First Sight Season 18 has been a rocky road for all the couples, and it's time for the experts to acknowledge their terrible choices. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching for more details. Married at First Sight Season 18 is well underway, and the experts need to answer for their bad matches during this installment. The hit Lifetime series has charmed fans for years, but recent casting decisions have been baffling and inappropriate. While it's understandable that reality TV stars need to create tense and dramatic situations in order to provide entertainment, it seems like genuine matches are a thing of the past. As Married at First Sight Season 18 unfolds, it's time to analyze the experts' terrible choices. Married at First Sight Season 18 dropped in October 2024 and features couples living in the Chicago area, a popular location for the show. The couples, Imam Abad and Aichi Ojor, Michelle Tomlin and David Trimble, Madison Myers and Alan Slovic, Camille Parsons and Thomas, and Carla Juarez and Juan Franco have all had their issues throughout the season. A potential Married at First Sight couple swap spells trouble for the increasingly problematic experts. Maybe they were thinking about genuine connections rather than ratings. All the couples have their issues, but the experts really messed up with Imam and Akechi's pairing. They're just not compatible in any way. Both of them struggle with communication, which is basically an automatic fail. Usually, if one person in a pairing has trouble talking about their problems, the other can support them and coax out their feelings. However, both of them shut down. Even in the beginning, during a conversation with Imam's cousin, Aichi seemed very combative and closed off. Imam and Aichi also don't match in terms of their intimacy styles, which is supposed to be Dr. Piaholic's area of expertise. Aichi has criticized Imam for being aggressive regarding sexual matters, meaning there's a serious miscommunication, unsurprising, given their inability to speak freely to each other about expectations in the bedroom. While they seem to have some chemistry at first, Aichi calling Imam the homie doesn't bode well for their romantic connection. It seems like Aichi and Imam are likely divorced after the season, though it's not confirmed. However, this isn't a surprise given the show's high failure rate. Only 12 Married at First Sight couples are still together today, and given that the show has 18 seasons, that's not a particularly successful number. The pressure to stay together or create drama seems to be a higher priority for Married at First Sight than forming genuine connections. David and Michelle are another glaringly horrible match on Married at First Sight Season 18. Michelle was unsure about David from the start, even crying in the bathroom with her friends during the reception. She definitely wasn't impressed with his living situation, since David lived with his parents. While he claimed it was the most convenient situation as he ran their business, Michelle viewed it as an excuse to not grow up and take responsibility for his life. He didn't seem ready for marriage. However, there could be a cheating scandal that undermines David and Michelle's relationship further. Alan, Madison's husband, has been liking Michelle's Instagram photos. Since Married at First Sight hinted at a couple swap in Season 18, it seems likely that Alan and Michelle got together. Furthermore, Madison hasn't shown much romantic interest in Alan, and it's clear that she's not attracted to them. The experts appear to have messed up badly. The experts' tactics don't seem to work anymore, and it's time for them to explain their process and why they get such terrible results. The Married at First Sight cast members come onto the show to make their unconventional marriages work. Unfortunately, love often doesn't find a way. The couples can't help it if they're fundamentally incompatible in areas of communication, intimacy, attraction, and lifestyle. It's up to the experts to actually do a good job, which they consistently do not. It's time for the Married at First Sight experts to actually explain their process and defend their choices. Otherwise, they're just going to continue to fail on the hit Lifetime series. Lately, it seems they are manufacturing drama rather than focusing on long-lasting couples. Experts only witness events during scheduled parties and weddings, lacking insight into the couple's day-to-day dynamics. This limitation hampers their ability to provide actual informed guidance, especially when couples communicate poorly. The experts seem intent on creating dramatic situations and then rushing in, as the qualified therapists and trusted religious leaders they are, to save the day. Unfortunately, that just doesn't work. Dr. Pepper Schwartz, Pastor Cal Roberson, and Dr. Pia aren't exactly hitting home runs. It seemed like Dr. Pia could have been a positive addition to the cast, but she hasn't helped couples any more than Dr. Pepper or Pastor Cal. It's time for Married at First Sight to scrap the current experts entirely and begin anew. Furthermore, the entire model needs to change. All 5 couples in Married at First Sight Season 18 are hanging by a thread, and it's not likely that any of the marriages survive their time on the show. It's understandable that there would be some level of conflict or incompatibility, but all 5 couples failing is an unacceptable standard for the experts. It's become clear that the experts prioritize drama and conflict over genuine connection. While the rough relationships are entertaining and cringeworthy viewing, they can't all be terrible. Obviously, their secretive matchmaking tactics aren't working. They either need a fresh perspective or completely new experts to reinvigorate the popular series. Dr. Pia, Dr. Pepper, and Pastor Cal don't offer the support that cast members need throughout this bizarre and emotionally taxing experiment. If NFS wants to continue, it's time for them to start over with their experts. Viewers will continue to tune in, but it's easy to become jaded when the success rate is so low. Nobody expects a 100% success rate, but something higher feels attainable with the right tactics. Married at First Sight is an experiment worth fighting for.